Welcome, friend. Welcome to Morrowind. Welcome, friend. Welcome in particular to Marco Jimenez, who suggested that rather than speed up the looting process, I go through it properly because it's relaxing. That seems like a fine idea, but just in case there are those of you who don't want to have to watch that, I've decided to spin this out into its own little sub-episode. So for the next 10 or 15 minutes or so, I'm just going to be going through this tomb, probably having to kill one or two things that got missed in the last sweep, and picking up everything that happens to be around. I can't promise to keep up a steady stream of much coherent sense, but, I'll try. So, let's get on with it, shall we? Now, I think I looked around this room, but I'm not sure, because that was a week ago, and I have a memory like a thing that has no memory. Netch leather helm, netch leather gauntlets, netch leather pauldron. None of those are worth picking up by the weight ratio thing, and I don't want to wear any of them, so I'm not going to bother. Same weight ratio. Miner's pick would be nice if there was any such thing as actual mining that made sense, but I don't think that's been modded in, and if it is, I'm sure someone will eventually point it out to me, some character or other. Flynn is excellent. Alright, I definitely haven't looted this. Booze often has a great weight ratio. Fortify fatigue, fortify... I mean, it's a potion. Not much for sale, but... Well, milk. That's better than some health potions I have. So yeah, yoink that. Looking at my stats, they've suffered a little bit. See, I'm down some strength and some endurance. So if I happen to find any useful potions of restoring stats, I will pick those up. Knife? No, don't want that. Skirt. I can wear a skirt over my trousers and under my robes, I think. Don't need to, but at some point... that's not worth picking up. Quill pen. Yeah, sure. 100 to 1. I mean, almost nothing, but... Ash yams. I don't like the way they look like cockroaches. It's most upsetting. Common pants. Bottle. Iron ladle. Okay. Oh, that's the box that wouldn't open that I picked up. I picked it up before. I can grab it, but it's closed. There's no contents to it, so there's no advantage. I'm pretty sure I went through all of the dead people. Oh, take it back. That's a gemstone. Interesting. I don't know if gemstones have much use. Pale bread. Damage fatigue. An anti-sandwich. Just imagine. It makes more sense, though. Like, what would a dungeon or a tomb or skeletons be doing with fresh bread? That's one of the things that always weirded me out slightly about Skyrim. All those endless corridors filled with candles. Like, okay, I get that canonically the Draugr are going around lighting the candles and keeping them properly active and stuff. 30 to 1, yeah, sure, whatever. Scrib jerky. Okay. Potion / sandwich ingredient. Yeah, I get that the Draugr are out there wandering around, keeping things tidy, brushing up all the dust, keeping the candles lit. Where do they get the candles from, though? That doesn't make a huge amount of sense to me. Is there some merchant whose job is to sell candles to Draugr? How's that even negotiated? It must be a pretty sweet gig. They must go through thousands of those damn things. Just one of the many mysteries of Skyrim. Although, obviously, flaming bowl of stuff here. But these are at least ancestral tombs. There's the implication that, relatives come. I mean, that's a bit sad, isn't it? Duration 2 minutes. You really telling me someone snuck in here in the last 2 minutes and lit that? Let's just put it down to dragon breaks and pretend it's okay, and I should stop worrying about it, because it's okay, and I should stop worrying about it. Iron broadsword. At least in Morrowind, the dungeons don't have, like, these little handy-dandy hyper exits right at the end, which lead you straight back to the beginning again. I've always thought that was a bit sad. Hello. It is much easier to hit things when you actually have a bit of still something alive, more ghosts. And you have a bit of fatigue, I was going to say before I was so rudely interrupted. I'm going to just try to start disposing of things that don't have stuff in them that I don't want to pick up, just to keep the save file a bit tidy. I think that OpenMW is much better about save file corruption, but still, why risk it? You know, I'm pretty sure that there are thingies. Yes, great. Nice work, Tim. Thank you. That there are presets, quick slots, things that I can set up to change my lockpick for a sword and back again in a single key press. Trouble is, they'd probably be key presses bound to the number bar. And because I'm using this off the keypad with everything remapped to make it a bit more convenient to use the mouse in my left hand, because my right hand just doesn't really like mice very much anymore, it's not going to be great. Throwing knives. Turn to 1, I'll take it. Thanks, Yina. I guess you're one of the other people who got killed in this raiding band. Soul gem. Always nice. Yeah, I'll look into it. Unsent letter. I read it? Yes. Sister, I knew it was careless of me to come along with this green-skinned beast. Nothing but death and its ghastly revenants. No treasure. Our food ridden with dust and cavern gnats. What's the use? I will submit myself to these flesh demons, and maybe in a swift and painless end. I mean, you could have just left. I'm a big fan of nihilism, but, you know, you didn't have to, I mean, the door's just that way. Still. Robe of Lambency, huh? Ooh. Night-eye. That's nice. I will probably put that on. I'm going to go over the stuff at the start of the next video. This is like a half video, like I said. I'll just check what that is. Yeah, it is torches. I'm going to go over the stuff at the end, at the start of this next video. God, words. And I'm going to look at things properly and I need my probe. Look at things properly and, you know, talk about the stuff we found that's worth talking about. That robe is going to be one of them, and then I'll put it on there, I imagine. So I'm leaving it out into my inventory for now. Oh, come on. Thank you. I'm leaving it alone just where it is for now, so that I don't forget to talk about it, basically. Iron broadsword, no use. Fighting war axe, no use, but add some skill points, I suppose. Iron throwing knife. Yep, we're collecting those. The dust. Book of Rest and Endings. Ritual for Ending of Wrathmen. From 50 fathers frozen in slave past, rip from the wraithloom, sunder the life weave, lock tight in earth grip, hold firm in grave fast. Sure, or, stab them. Find that works too. It's interesting. Is that a Daedra heart? That is a Daedra heart. That is a nice find. It's interesting how effective just stabbing things with a chunk of iron usually is. Okay, sure, it's enchanted iron, but and so it doesn't seem to me that this is a reality where enchantments are particularly difficult to get hold of, or have ever been in the history of Morrowind in general, but the Elder Scrolls in particular. It seems like enchantment has always been a fairly common thing. Minor picks, Rising Force. That'll be useful for getting us back out of the hole that we're in. It seems to me that there was another door off that place. A muck shovel. That might be necessary, actually. It seemed to me that when we first jumped down and almost broke our ankles, there was another thingy, another door off of the chamber we landed in. I don't know. If there is, there might be a chunk more of this. I can't imagine that it's the main section, though, given that this has just been huge in terms of content. Next leather greaves. Thanks. You people lock up the strangest things. Skeletons, crippled skeletons. Okay, let's go back up to the next floor. Iron spark sword. Skulls. This little chamber here is, if I remember correctly, and I probably don't, a chunk of what basically this tomb was like. There was an entrance hall and a chamber and a staircase and then something like this, maybe another little something like this, and that was it. So this might be a remnant of the original stuff. Peach glass pot, no. Normal weaponry, normal clothing. Sash. Don't have a name, do you, poor person? Dead Merc. You know you never really counted. And what kind of a name would that be to give a kid, huh? This is my son, Dead Mercenary. Like, you're making a statement. Particularly when the kid's 5. That's just tough. Left quadrant, 65, not quite. Shirt, pants, fish sword. Fine. Bone meal everywhere, not only a drop to drink. Me? Always handy. Ingredients. Grab and let God sort them out. More guar health milk. Guar milk. Feel the flavour. Quick wheat dumplings. Okay, fine. I'm planning to go and nab some alchemy equipment soon from the Mages Guild in Caldera, where it's just sitting there waiting for an enterprising PC. No, redesign. I've got to uninstall that, I think. I'm just going to take that. Doesn't look super fascinating. And when I do, I will start mixing up a lot of really, really bad health potions and stuff out of the various dumplings, red loaves, and jerkies, and apparently wolf pelts. Why is a wolf pelt an alchemy ingredient? Like, that's going to have to be a real big pestle to get that fecker into. Still. Very combery jam. Okay, fine. I can have jam and bread. That'll be a health potion. Jam bread smoothie. Gotta add some jerky in there just to be sure, and maybe some horse milk. Okay, it's guar milk, not horse milk. Guar aren't horses, guar are... They're cows, really, so fair enough. Well, sort of cows, sort of horses, sort of donkeys, and sort of dinosaurs. I like guar. They're kind of cute. Alchemy nonsense. Bone meal. I could easily get weighed down with bone meal if I just grabbed it all, so I'm going to try not to do that. So, you know, adventurer's code and all that. 5120. You, I assume, are offended that I grabbed the named Andrano helmet. This is the Andrano tomb. Thank you for your selfless service, Ghost Andrano. Sorry we had to murder you so pointlessly. But hey, you're free now. Go be free, my friend. Fly, little ghosty. Fly away. Wow, I'm really sane today. You can tell. Then again, sanity's overrated. And presumably you at least vaguely agree, otherwise you wouldn't still be listening. Common disease? I mean, fine, nice. Dead mercenary. Maybe it's like a cultural kid's name. Now I'm imagining a culture where everyone gets names which just claim to give you an idea of how they might end up horribly. You know, I'm murder victim. This is my wife, early heart attack. You'd be a gloomy lot, wouldn't you? Sure, the parents would think it's hilarious. Parents always seem to think it's hilarious when they give kids insane names. Like they've forgotten that they had to go to school too or something. Maybe they're getting revenge. You know, I had to go to school and get bullied, so you, my child, will have to go to school and get bullied too, because it turned me into the broken, crippled monster that I am today. That sort of thing. Platter. Not lineware now, is it? I wonder if you can buy a lineware platter on the internet. What am I talking about? It's the internet. Of course you can buy a lineware platter. Ring of shock balls. Holy forking shock balls. That's cool. Definitely take that. Definitely equip that too. That's a more fun thing to have ready to go than that thief's thing. That fortify my agility and my luck for 5 points for a minute. But again, save it until after we've actually had a look. Scuttle. Scuttle is a verb, not a noun. I don't want to think of scuttling. An unpleasant image. Firebrand. Well, it's no good for me, and it's outside of my typical weight. I'll pick it up and maybe dump it if I need to. Meantime, that ghost took offense, which is excellent, because it's all little increments of skill for the skill. Well, I had a little count earlier before I started recording, and I've got, I reckon, 6 skill ups in my major and minor skills. Rope coil. No, don't think so. Money, yes. Sure, why not? Might as well. Took the time to open the crate. But if something happens, I immediately forget whatever it was I was saying beforehand. Maybe that's not a trouble. Maybe it doesn't really matter. I was just talking complete nonsense. I mean, let's be fair, that is very likely. Arrows are on the curve. Don't mind grabbing those. Longbow is not. Kiting arrows, fine. I really wanted to make sure this guy didn't run out of weaponry, didn't they? Damn archers, particularly at this level where my armor is still absolutely horrendous, are a significant threat. Quick save. Just using the word threat unnerved me. Yeah, archers can really screw me up. I'm not very good at strafing. But if you can close on them, they're fine. I was going to say. Thank you for that excellent demonstration, my crippled friend. Thank you for your donation to the Arrow Club. Ingredients. Maybe it's a jam and I don't know it. Tea. Restore fatigue. Right? Again, pretty good as early potions go. Chitin dagger, not worth taking. Might provoke a ghost, but I care. Steel broadsword, again, not worth taking. Steel arrows, bad. And I spend no less time pixel bitching to pick up little random bits of gold, so I guess I might as well pixel bitch and pick up little random bits of arrow. Because clearly that's a good use of everyone's time. What have we got in here? Looks like an ingredient to me. There's bone meal, but, you know, no thanks. Let's just dispose you. We brush you up. Milk ampule. Be nice. A more sophisticated potion, it'll be a bit more of a challenge, I think. I actually don't remember if all potions are good, but then again I don't know what mods might have done, so... No, I can't get rid of you even. Flasks. Flask. Tea infuser. Cooking pot. Bottle. Pot. Money. Bag there. Bag with more scuttle. Brief history of the Empire. No, I don't want to read it out loud. I just want to nab it. Dawn and Dusk. Not worth it. I do have a fair amount of spare strength capacity compared to my base strength. Then also, my strength isn't what it should be quite at the moment, so it is worth sticking to my normal restrictions. Then there might come a time where I have to dump something that I've picked up. Yep. Store luck. I mean, good money, but my luck isn't damaged. And 5. Money in a picnic basket. It's a Yogi Bear. So I'm pretty old, I think we can safely say. Yogi Bear's suddenly leaping to mind. Il Katana. Nope. Nope. I know 1,000 weebs just cried out in pain and were just as suddenly silenced. Not sure if I've come this way before. They could have done better than that. They could have at least gone for Gashly Come Tiny stuff like A is for Atronak, who died in a pot or something. Well, it would be a pretty weird Atronak that got killed in a pot, but, you know. You get where I'm coming from, sure. So, pastries, scuttled pie. Gets worse and worse, doesn't it? Oh, get out that way, that's handy. Magic arrows? Magic arrows. Very nice. Ugh, cat! Attack of the cat. Attack of the cat. Knife no. Cup. Flask. Yada yada yada. Yeah, radiant. Does he allet meat? That etched dark cuirass. It's under the threshold, but Tavani Bugmusk, very nice. There are some quests where that's almost compulsory. I just come round in a circle? I just came round in a circle, didn't I? Yeah, okay. This is the way. Right. This is... Okay. So... this is where we jumped in. There was another entrance, but it didn't really lead anywhere very far. Is that? What? Yes, I know. Can't reach. Maybe from the top. That's a lot more convenient than I expected. Thank you. I don't think I can reach up from the bottom either. Now, as I remember, we did loot everything up here. That of it. Okay. Bourgeois milk, huh? Well, guess it'll do. I suppose. The thing is that this is actually pretty good training for your acrobatics. Falling, that is. Yep. Okay. Well, that's go for some of that yummy guar milk that we've been picking up then, shall we? There should be a fair stack of it by now. Yeah, if you fall without being killed, the damage you do is converted to experience for acrobatics. So one of the best way to power level acrobatics is to load up on healing over duration and just go around flinging yourself into the abyss like a lunatic. Try to ignore that horrible little ankle breaking animation at the end there. I think we should have enough juice in us to do it one more time. It's still not as good as bouncing continually everywhere, but it's better than nothing. Yeah, let's stop. Now the other option, of course, is that we can rest. Just pass some time and then, you know, bounce over the edge again. But you've seen me trying to kill myself enough. I spend quite a lot of time in World of Warcraft looking for falls that would almost but not quite kill me. Yeah, I don't know where I'm going with that. It's just that it was a thing that used to happen quite regularly, and it amused me at the time, and yeah, it would probably still amuse me now. I guess I'm easily amused. Disposable, isn't it? Sure. You want a blessing? I mean, that seems a bit hypocritical, but I don't. Actually, it might restore stuff. That won't restore anything useful. Back out of it? I can't. Brace then. It's not impossible that one of these shrines might restore my... well, that's 70 gold and it'll never come again. Right. So I think that's just about it. So let's head out. Save. Right, so I'm going to call this episode here, and then I will pick back up in a moment and we'll look at stuff and see if we can find that Ogrim, and then maybe womble our way over towards Ebonheart and start trying to do something about Hriskar, who is most definitely not Fargoth. So, yeah, see you in a sec.